Anyway, so she's like, I want to try using that. And he's like, okay, sure, here. And he hands it to her. And she doesn't put the thing in her mouth before pressing the on button. She is holding it and presses the on button. And she's like, and she's turning the settings up and down. She's setting it to do the wave. She's cranking it up to high. She's punching a hole through the drywall. And she's, screaming and going everywhere. And finally, he just reaches over, grabs her wrist, turns it to point it into the sink, and then just looks at her. And the funny thing is, he has ADD and ADHD, but he was looking at her like, I'm the mentally disabled one? This is, by the way, I'm telling you the story as he told it to me. All right? And it's like, it never occurred to her to point the water jet down into the sink before doing anything else. She just was, it's like, what if I just scream and press buttons? Get a refund. Get a refund. Yeah, he bought her online. Russian mail order bride. Hey, question for any PoE veterans that might know something I don't. Let's take out a bismuth flask here, right? I use it. It says it lasts 8.5 seconds. If I chug all the charges at once, will the duration stack up, or will it just, at the end, be 8.5 seconds? It just refreshes the timer? I was afraid of that. Okay, thanks. I don't remember strongboxes being marked on the map. I don't know if that's new. It's definitely new to me. Quest item.
Friends, stop my. Please understand.
And then we give him the quest item, and he betrays us.
It pains me greatly to do this. Hard times call for hard hearts. Sure, were the circumstances reversed, you'd know this house they left me.
And that's how you die properly, sailor boy. No half measures then.
The witch calling him Sailor Boy. Oh, Sailor Boy. Less noticeable, but they also changed it after the sunken cave. You always exit right next to Fairgrace. I saw that. I wasn't sure if it was just a coincidence. Vol area. Yeah, sure. Maybe I'll get like a Vol summon skeletons. I might get so lucky. That sounds like a happy marriage. Oh, they've got a couple kids together. They're still happily married, but it's just, you know, he doesn't tell me the stories of the 99 days out of 100 where nothing noticeable happened and they just loved life. He tells me the stories of the times that she screamed and waved floss pick around and ruined the upholstery in the in the freaking bathroom. You know, it's kind of like no good story starts with "Here, hold my salad." You know, those don't get told. Oh boy. Ding, 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 ding. All the level ups. Yes! Yo! I didn't actually think. When I said, oh yeah, maybe I'll get a Vol Summon Skeletons, who knows? I didn't actually think. Alright, well, in case of emergency, we can summon 80 skeletons. Talk to Bestel. Oh, wait, we can do the thing. Alright, I'm deviating by the guide by 1 point. Just to get something I want. Shoot. Chat, help. I know there's a button that changes down here, so you have like a second row of things. Can you remind me what that button is? Oh, my boat's back. Control. It's control. Thank you. What's my max right now? 5. Alright, so I'm actually going to make some zombies now because they have regeneration and they're not going to die constantly. Okay, back to town. I've done pretty dumb stuff too, but my heavy still sticks around.
If you must take...
Ice Nova, Blazing Salvo, Arc, Flesh Offering, Essence Drain, Mana Bond, Creeping Frost, Volatile Dead, Scorching Ray. I don't know. Flesh Offering.
Goodbye.
Vestal, Book of Skill. Alright, and... where's he thingy? Okay, they want me to take Retribution next. I don't remember minion damage being on this node. I think they might have added that later.
Yes?
Absolution. All right. Okay. All right. How to... Okay, so we have got the whole skill tree for the early game. Let's go to the Act 2 skill tree. So Absolution with minion damage, cold damage, lightning damage on
Goodbye.
Which is going to need... I could do that right now. I would need to get rid of the flame totem to do that. It'd be like... that. Move that over there, and minion damage there. Alright, so the way this works is it does like a... it zaps an enemy and does damage. It also debuffs them for 1 second. If they die during that 1 second, or if you're blasting a rare or unique enemy, then per blast there's a 25% chance of summoning a big nasty. And the big nasty is your main damage source. So you're like, come on, summon him, summon him, summon him, summon him, please. Bah! And then, you know, God shows up and kicks him. Okay, so our boat got back. Let's go get that.
You got some goods in from Ribbonfell.
Some goods.
Alright.
How do I see my goods? Do I click the boat? That's not it.
Local!
Ah, whoa, tiny button. Okay. Sun Rune. I don't know what that is. The sun, magnanimous on its thrones, it gives heat and light to all it surveys. Okay. Hey, I got a unique item. Alright. Okay, before... Oh, I don't know if I can send it out again immediately, but before I do, talk to Johan.
We can now invest in naval protection.
We're gonna protect our belly buttons. Manage town. Ow. Do I need to go back to the dock? Hang on. Can ship to Nagataku. Wait, are my guys still mining? Maybe they used up their money and I need to give them more money? Yeah, they're not mining right now. Okay.
We've much to discuss. That will do nicely.
Come in.
Okay, so now... So, if I click on this, it doesn't show me all the info that I see when I run over there. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Each worker only works on one type of ore. Wait, what?
Oh, who would you like to hire?
Around here, far too much
Let me
money
just grab
passes
the
through
next
hands
few
that aren't
applications.
mine.
Mining rank 1. Okay. I guess I could get a second boat guy.
One more for King's March.
So I can't get mine orichalcum. Can I upgrade the mine itself? Or, hold on. I need orichalcum to upgrade the town, so that's not required for that. Yeah, the time is just says 0. But the only thing to mine is orichalcum, and they're not doing it. Oh, here we go. +2 to max miners. Can mine orichalcum. There. Okay. It has begun. Alright, that's what I needed to do.
Yes.
Sonja the farmer. They better have plants for zombies in there, or I will be very upset. Okay.
Hail. Hail.
Danny the blacksmith, how's your smithy going? La 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 la.
What do you need?
I don't know if I have enough stuff to do another port. We'll find out in a moment. Keep a little bit of that.
They're on their way.
I meant to add the second sailor to that. Whoops. Okay. Oh well, I'll have to try to fix it when they get back. I don't want to risk hitting that abandon button and losing all that stuff, because I'm not sure if you lose the stuff or if it just undoes it. So I'm too scared to do so.
That would just make life complicated.
Alright, let's see. Orange all. I'm not going to use that. Throw that into the orange storage. Wow. Nice low-level resistances. But probably not going to use this stuff.
What little help I can.
I don't know what a sun rune is.
While we
what does it
live, we
say?
are blessed.
Can be used for rune-smithing weapons at the King's March Blacksmith. Shift-click to unstack. I don't know what rune-smithing is, but it's at the King's March Blacksmith, which we haven't unlocked yet, so I'm sure I'll find out in time. Large mana flask, level 6. Okay, I've got 3 of the level 6 potions.
Hello.
For mana. So we can upgrade that to the level 12 one.
Farewell.
And we've got 3 of the
Yes?
health ones too. And so we get the
Farewell.
better health one. Okay. I'll throw that there to soak XP in case we need it later. Alright. Can we get a red plus blue plus something else
Greetings.
shield? Or armor? Not so
Farewell.
lucky at the moment. Okay. When are we going back to Baba Yaga Babushka and Total Warhammer 3? I finished it this morning. It will go on Mukluk Play soon, or you can watch the morning VOD. And then we began, what was his name? Grom the Paunch is the really fat goblin. The really fat goblin. Or, yeah, we're playing Greenskins now. Dude, we read the funniest bit of lore about that goblin today, too. You gonna wah? Yeah, I did wah. Yeah, listen to this. This is from the lore for Grom the Paunch. He grew to prodigious size. It is said that on the day Grom last saw his own legs. Yet so huge and powerful had Grom grown that he no longer needed to see them, and could instead order others to see his legs for him.
I gave away my heart on the promise of a lie. I gave away my love.
All right, those golden-skinned fellas are the Absolution boys. So they spam the lightning attack too, but when I kill stuff with the lightning attack, it summons them or refreshes them.
I like you better this way.
The epilepsy build is coming online. Oh, that's right, I've got the Vol skeletons. I can summon all those at some point if we need to. Okay, they're level 2 now. Ah! Activate the boys! Easy. There's only a couple of greenskins that have realized what they can do and have, and they can only weaponize it, not explain it. Okay, in Warhammer lore, are goblins orcs? Like, are they part of the same race, they're just smaller, or are they a completely different race? Orcs are mushrooms, goblins are not mushrooms. Okay. Blaze that's red, blue, blue. Huh. Okay, so that's an upgrade from what we were doing. Emma, what's your opinion on the Lord Story PoE? I don't know anything about the story itself. I know very little. I will say this game definitely makes you want to more blast through and do murder than it makes you want to sit there and read the dialogue. Like, one of the older Blizzard games will, you know, like, deliver to you, like, you know, a lot of epic cutscenes that tell the story, and by God, you're gonna get enthralled into it whether you like it or not. This one, it's very easy to just kind of skip everything and not know what's going on.
At last, I have so much I wish to share.
Muck, have you had any 6-link ever? Oh yeah. Yeah, end game, if you're doing a corrupted map, it's gonna drop like 5 or 6 6-links, like you'll get a bunch of them. Ball summon skeletons! Wow, she is ripping them apart. This is not going terribly, though.
Poor fishwife. 'Twas love that did this to you.
Okay. What is the next thing that they expect me to get? Levels 16 through 30. This thing. Oh, I gotta get there first. Alright.
It's nice to see there's still some life in this twitching corpse of a continent.
Have you ever linked a 6-link yourself? A couple of times. But I often find what I need before I need to make one myself. But yeah, a few times I have. Wow, that guy got deleted. DJ Spud? Okay.
That would just make life complicated.
See you, survivor.
Fare you well. I travel far.
I be well.
You are up.
Okay, and get the attack speed thing. And
What troubles you?
the Ignoman. Item rarity, fire resistance, light radius, nearby enemies are blinded. Sure. I'm not gonna melee guns with that.
Going? What do you want?
Oh, wait. Alright, hang on. Let me look at, looking at the path of building thing here. Let's see. Absolution, if possible, minion damage, cold damage, lightning damage. Flame Dash on its own, and Herald of Purity and Summon Skitterbots. Okay. Alright.
Going.
So greater mana, that's the level 12 mana. I've already got one of these. That's a better Quicksilver. And that's a better HP ring. HP?
Return if you must.
Alright. Yeah, I just remembered, I've got some cosmetics from previous leagues on here. Which boots? Good for now. The lore of Fantasy Orcs is different from 40Ks. Here they are half meat, half fungus. Orcs, goblins, and squigs are 3 evolutionary branches of the same base species. Their fungus part is the way they reproduce, spores. They plant into the soil, then there are steps to a greenskin population spawning. Spores produce squigs, then end up spawning snotlings that will cultivate and herd squigs, then goblins that build settlements, and then at last orcs. How exciting.
More leaks, more games. Mukluk love, thanks for all the work. Mukluk dancing.
You're very welcome. I love my job. It's knees. Ball. Easy. Vol summon skeletons at this level is such a, you know what, I'm done with this fight. Bleh. Where do you find this build? I found it, so when I described the type of build I wanted to play, a ton of people recommended me a guy named Gazzy TV. I almost said Greasy TV. Gazzy TV, and he's got a whole like library of builds. And I found this build on that list, and I'm using it. I have put a link to it in the chat if you're interested. And I purposefully chose this build for a couple reasons. One, it was solo self-found safe, which means it doesn't really require a lot of trading, and that was good for me because I don't really like trading in this game. The next thing was that it comes online at a really low level, and I like that. And the last thing was it was a playstyle that was a little bit different from what I'd done before, and that's cool. I have never used Absolution before. Like many of his builds, like, you know, zombies or skeletons or summon raging spirits, those are all